holding his right shoulder, it looks like. Hard to tell from here. Or he's either holding his left arm up there for support, maybe his left shoulder, but nonetheless, Ross walking off the field. 52 seconds left. 1st and 10 for Georgia at the Tech 14. Game clock starts, 50 seconds left. Carter will certainly take his time here. Georgia's got to feel real good about where they are now, Kim.
Yeah, they're going to be real cautious. They'll run the ball because they feel like they're easily in half Hines distance. They won't. They'll just go right inside the tackles.
McMichael flops. 1st down give. Sanks breaks a hole to the 5. To the 1 goes Jasper Sanks. 2-yard line is where they step it off. 1st and goal. Quincy Carter dancing out at about the 13-yard line. And with 20 seconds left, I'm surprised Georgia's not setting up for a field goal. They want the touchdown, Kim. And now, Al Ford stops play with 13 seconds left. And now what's happened? Carter was headed to the east side to get a word from Jim Donnan.
Georgia will just spike it here. Clock at 13. It'll start.
Carter gives to Sanks. Into the stack. He doesn't get it.
Georgia calls timeout.
No, Tech is out of there with the football. Chris Young came out of the mix. Did they rule Sanks down? They did.
Tech got the ball.
Oh, Tech's got the football.
Tech got the ball.
Georgia ran the ball into the alley. And Sanks, did he cough it up?
Tech got the ball. The official ruled Tech got the ball.
Tech's got the football.
Talking about the play of the game, Wes.
Oh, heavens. What in the world? Brother, I have seen it all.
I want to see it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, the ground may have caused it. A little controversy. 9 seconds left. Hamilton will just sneak it. This game is going to overtime. This game is going to overtime at 48 all. Well, Tech needs to be careful. Let's watch Carter from a shotgun. 1st and 10. Quincy going to throw underneath. That's Phillips, and he is tackled at about the 18-yard line by Tillman and Myers. Carter underneath to Jermaine Phillips. And it's a pickup of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
8 of 7. 2nd down and 3.
No time kept in overtime. 4 receivers. Arnott the lone back. He now spots. Will drop back to an eye. Carter wants to change the play with 8 to snap it. Snap to Quincy. Gonna roll right. He'll pump. Now throw to the end zone. Incomplete. Jamar Clark there covering LeBron Mitchell. Young man out of Marietta, played for Friday Richards. Couldn't come up with it. It's 3rd and 3. Georgia is 8 of 18 in 3rd downs, and they've converted their last 6 in a row, Kim.
Big play here for both teams.
Phillips left, Parker and McMichael here to the right. I formation, keep it on the ground. Arnaud, 1st down, inside the 15 to the 14. Robert Arnaud before Wimbush makes a stop. Fresh set of downs for Georgia. 1st and 10 at the Tech 14, now 9 of 19. We're in overtime in Atlanta, tied at 48. The wild 94th meeting between the two schools. Phillips will go to the left. Parker and Mitchell here to the right. Here's Carter booting out. In trouble, backs up, throws, incomplete. Gathers was bearing down. He didn't buy the play fake. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Georgia wanted a hold call that time. They wanted, Randy McMichael was talking to the official about being held, but no flag was thrown. Incomplete pass.
At this point, Kim, don't worry about the officials, right?
Gee.
2nd down, 10 to go in overtime at the 14 of Georgia Tech. Bulldogs have the first possession of overtime. Now Marvius Hester runs on the field and calls a timeout.
And that's the only timeout that
Georgia Tech has used their only timeout.
Right.
Tech has. So
they have to go to another overtime to get a timeout.
Right.
So Tech will take a timeout. And let's see. Georgia will have 2nd and 10 when we continue here in Atlanta. Well, we have yet to find our play of the game, obviously. 48 all. After the game, we'll bring you the play of the game brought to you by Budweiser. Budweiser reminds you choosing a designated driver is always a good game plan. And our game today brought to you in part by ACCtoday.com. Follow the Jackets on the internet at ACCtoday.com. You'll get my notes from the flats each week. Click to ACC.com, ACCtoday.com, presented by the Bank of America. That's the internet with more than the score.
Wes, if you told anybody that you'd score 48 points, whether you're for Tech or for Georgia, before this game kicked off, you would have bet the ranch you're going to win.
Right.
But both teams have really fought hard here, and Georgia came back. They took the lead. Tech came back, took the lead. Tech stopped it and took the ball away from Georgia on the goal line. And now we're here in the overtime.
2nd and 10. Carter from a shotgun. Drops back. Looking across the middle. Now to the end zone. Intercepted! Marvius Hester's intercepted Quincy Carter.
Wes, give Hester all the credit in the world. He made the play. But Quincy Carter telegraphed the throw. He pumped a couple of times. He looked at his receiver. He was trying to go in the back of the end zone. Hester came over and made the interception.
Well, with the score tied and Georgia intercepted on a 2nd and 10, here is Joseph Fitzgerald Hamilton. 1st and 10. Campbell is in the game. He's to the right. Eye behind Hamilton. Down. Sean Gregory will keep barreling to the 19-yard line to pick up a 6. 2nd down and 4. 48 all with Tech and Georgia here in Atlanta. Hamilton checks with Godsey on the side. Campbell will come out. John Myers comes in. Kelly gave it a go. He may not be able to push it. White will go right. John Myers left. Georgia presses the corners. Here's Hamilton. Straight ahead. That's Gregory. And he lost a yard back to the 20. 3rd down and 5.
He was tackled by number 93, Richard Seymour.
Actually lost 2 to the 21. Big Tim Brown has come in now.
They're going to kick the field goal.
Monjay going to set for a field goal. 3rd down and 5. Luke Monjay. 37 yards on the hash, and Georgia burns their timeout.
Georgia has used their only timeout.
Kim, a little trickery by Ralph Regent and George O'Leary there. They caught Georgia napping. Now do they go back and change their mind?
Well, they sure fooled me if that's what they did. I think they feel like Monjay is in range with 37 yards. They don't want to risk a fumble. I'm not going to second guess George O'Leary or Ralph Regent.
I'm just surprised on 3rd down they elected to go ahead and turn it around. It's 3rd down and 5 from just outside the 20-yard line, about 5.5, but Monjay will go back out there. 37-yard field goal. Tied up at 48. The young man who told the story this week about growing up wanting to be a Georgia fan Didn't get recruited by the Bulldogs. Now has a chance to beat them. 38-yard field goal. Godsey to hold. Alex Tedderton to snap. Snap. Spot. Block. And it is knocked down. Godsey's got it. George Godsey stretches to the 20-yard line. Georgia blocked it.
My goodness, what else is going to happen? You think Santa Claus is going to throw it down and out?
First overtime is in the books. Wait a second. It's fourth down. Tech recovered the block. Kim?
That's why they kicked it on third down.
Fourth down coming up. That was the third down play. It's now fourth down.
Fourth down and 6. Ball is at the 21. They're going to kick it again. Monjay from the other hash. Spot. Kick is away. And it is good! 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 Woo! Georgia Tech has beaten Georgia 51-48.
Oh, my goodness, Wes. Hadn't seen one like this ever.
Luke Monjay.
Here I am sitting here.
And I want to tell you something. Unbelievable is this ball game.
And Wes, I'm sitting here thinking George O'Leary didn't know what he was doing kicking on third down. Little did I know. They block the kick and they get the